Things in Wyatt's mind. Do you ever wonder what goes on in a town full of rejected cartoon characters? Well, neither do I. Okay, so remember back in the 5th episode where I mentioned that I would eventually cover Oswald on Things in Wyatt's Mind? Well, here it is. So, in the early 2000s, Nickelodeon's preschool block, Nick Jr., was way too busy pampering the hell out of Blue's Clues and Dora the Explorer, and they seemed to be forgetting about a little blue octopus that was just hiding in the corner. That octopus's name was Oswald, and he was the star of a very unpopular Nick Jr. series that ran from 2001 until 2003. And it only ever had 26 measly episodes. That's not a lot, I know. The titular Oswald was an octopus that could breathe on land, and he lived in the creatively named Big City. He had a pet dog named Weenie, who was voiced by Jimmy Neutron, too. In fact, in addition to Oswald and Weenie, all the other characters seemed to be animals and objects of varying types, including a penguin, a snowman, a butterfly, a flower, and even eggs. Yes, chicken fetuses. And the show was always pretty aesthetically pleasing. I mean, just look at Big City's buildings. Like this one. This is just a giant baseball with a door. And Oswald's apartment just so happens to be sitting between a rocket ship and a cello. And I remember I mostly watched Oswald when it aired reruns on Noggin. And it actually got a lot of airtime, unlike certain other shows. I'm looking at you, Gullah Gullah Island. However, like all good things, Oswald did come to an end, as I mentioned before. It did air in reruns until they took it off the air completely. And Oswald was yeeted, and they basically went, and they made more room for new shows that don't even make any sense. Oswald, you may be gone, but you are never forgotten. Anyway, let's see what comes into my mind next time. And I'm Wyatt, signing off. Things in Wyatt's Mind!